Alrighty, folks, and welcome to another session of our Vecna Eve of Ruin. I'm your Dungeon Master, Dungeon Mister, joined by our miraculous players this evening. The pause was because I was trying to think of a good adjective in the moment, and I lost my list. But, joined by our miraculous players this evening.
Hey,
Hello.
everybody.
And welcome to another session. We are going to start things off the same way we start every session, with a little bit of a talk about what happened last time before we get into what's happening and what will happen this time. So, last time, taking a little breather after the fight with the numerous cultists within Webb's Edge, gathered your energy and explored a little bit further after doing some minor looting. Finding a pen with 4 giant lizards within, seemingly mostly docile and full. There was also a door on the other side, unlocked. Opening this door, however, led to a massive cavern filled with thick webbing, as well as some sort of dragon spider hybrid monster. Huge, by the way. And a demonic wax-like creature with a singular red eye. Battle immediately erupted as you headed inside the lair of these two beings, trying and tough. Definitely a sticky situation on many accounts. The dragon breathed out thousands of tiny spiders from its maw as the wax creature struck out with its appendages like a whip. And during the commotion, Zom noticed something glistening within the webs. A piece of the rod that you were sent here for, most likely. Loosely cocooned within. Chasing the dragon around using your magics and fist. It was finally ended by Dude and Larissa, but after the dragon was defeated, the wax demon started a new tactic. Bryn summoned a draconic ally to aid in combat as Larissa was mind-controlled by the wax creature and started to unleash her own magics upon the party. Luckily, the dragon was immune to such magics and helped free the rest of you from her charms. Eventually, you struck the demon down, quickly claimed your prize, retreated from whence you came, leaving this web's edge back into the portal cloth in the crevice and into the sanctum. And that is where we're going to pick up. You guys coming into the brightly lit interior of the Sigil Sanctum, you can see that Tasha kind of sitting on a couch, nodding along as Illustrial is keeping her composure and being polite as Dread is
talking about
at them.
well, yeah, hey, so there was this one time in Neverwinter, we were fighting this guy. He was going around. He was he wasn't like a serial killer, but he would stab people. He was a serial stabber. He didn't want to kill them, but he would take pieces. Real weird. But what would help if we had a scroll or something that would let us find the first object. I know the second one's going to be easier, but I just going on and on while I'm touching everything, like picking up anything on the table looking it over.
Just be careful with that. That is a 1,000-year-old goblet. Not magical, so I can't necessarily repair it. Just please be delicate with the things. Surely your companions will do their best.
I'm sure, but I was having a hell of a time. I found these tracks, but I couldn't figure out how to get past where they were going. They just stopped. And
Tasha would just kind of, did you look where they went? That usually the first place you look.
Yeah, they just stopped, and then I was gonna turn around and follow where they came from. But I wanted to come back here and ask you guys if you could just if we could just skip all that, because maybe I didn't need to talk to those guys, Also, I had to use like some really like good smoke bombs and stuff.
Yes, you told us about the book horrors.
Yeah,
That's
I need to be kitted out
terrible.
some more. If y'all could.
Well, I did gift you each the rings as
Oh, yep.
you would
That
see
is
your
very much
companions
appreciated.
walking through the
He's like,
portal cloth
oh,
above.
move over here and start like touching the statue and everything.
Hey, Dread. Man, you missed all the fun. Killed another dragon.
What? Fucking
Oh,
kidding me?
Larissa got the final hit, but pretty much did the whole thing myself.
Well, now I'm jealous. That's one up on me. I'll have to get the next one. Fuck. You guys didn't tell me there's gonna be a fucking dragon out there.
As Mordenkainen will finally step through. Ah, yes. I see that you have become victorious despite Jeffrey's best attempts to remain here. I I trust you were victorious and have the peace, yes?
Indeed.
Great.
Yeah.
So the way the rod works is they're all actually wanting to be connected to each other. So one piece will lead to another, and so on and so forth. A dragon, you say?
Yeah, like the spider dragon type thing. I just kept on hitting it, and eventually kind of stopped moving.
Seems the real
Tasha's.
danger was the wax creature.
Oh, yes, the drow are prone to spiders, and of course they're yokels. I should have anticipated, but it is no matter. You are victorious, no less. Of course, Dread kept begging for our help, but we are quite tired from, well, getting you here. A celestial kind of nod. Yes, we are quite exhausted, and I...
Surely one of y'all could have managed a silence spell.
Well, Mordenkainen kind of smiled at that, and Tasha... I do not want to be rude to Alestriel's guests. Alestriel, yes, it would be quite rude. Would never. However, we are quite taxed, and... But, show us the fragment that you have retrieved.
Yeah, they keep talking about how tired they are, but if we were tired, we would still have to get back out there.
Yes, well. Do I still have the thing? Sure.
Unless you gave it to someone else, yeah, you still got it.
I will pull the... Was it green? If you see, yeah.
It's like gray stone and green, I believe.
Looks like it's the top of the... I will pull that out of a pocket and unwrap it. Doesn't look like much.
I see. Well, this is a start. I have already... If you give me a moment... She takes a deep breath. Down the stairs, walks into this room from up top. walks a woman. I believe she's dressed in blues. Yeah. Blue and white with a little bit of like kind of pauldrons, darker skin, shaved sides of her head, and kind of hair pulled back. Illustrial, you... Oh, I'm sorry, you have company. I take it everything went okay? And Illustrial will shake her head. Milena, no, these are guests, who are... I didn't have time to tell you, we were busy attending to them. It, I'll tell you later. It did not go the best, to say the least. And the woman just kind of looks over.
I mean, that's pretty rude.
Oh,
I mean,
Illustrial,
I mean,
you look
we're pretty,
tired.
big fucking heroes. You don't need to talk down about us. Things
I-
didn't go as planned.
Things never go as planned.
This... She takes a deep breath as the dread is trying every ounce of these wizards' patience. So we have guests as the result of our spell. We are trying a new tactic. And... Well, Illustrial, you look pale. Paler than normal. Perhaps you should lie down. I can tend to our guests, in whatever way possible. I'm sure I can muster it. For now, well, three of you look haggard. And she kind of
It's been
looks
a
over
day.
to Illustrial. I'm so sorry, my manners. Milena, meet our guests. I believe they were someone's... I do forget your name. As this one has been saying something else, and
Well, we were
something about a
originally known
giant...
as Grimfire's Bane.
That was it. Grimfire's
Yeah.
Bane. Here to hopefully be the answer to our questions. Grimfire's Bane. This is Milena Van Talsteve. And Milena will kind of give a deep bow. Illustrial, dear, you should rest. I can tend to these guys, surely. I didn't realize Mordenkainen and Tasha were here as well. Thought you were just communicating with them. But perhaps you should all retreat to the rooms while I tend to, your guests.
Yeah.
Excuse me, but my friend Larissa here kind of is a little worse for wear, trying to kill us and everything. So I think she might need to lie down. She's stubborn, but I think she might need to lie down.
As during this time, you've seen Larissa and Tasha give, like, glances towards each other. I would say most of you have pretty freaking high perception. Actually, Bryn would probably be the only person who doesn't notice these glances,
That tracks.
as everyone else is very, very perceptive.
The dread does not pick up on it just because of the social cues.
Sure. And Larissa will... Yeah, I should lie down. Perhaps catch up in a bit. And Tasha would say, of course, come, we should catch up as well. Kind of furrows her brow. And she'll lead Larissa and her pet cat up the stairs. Warden Kane would say, well, I have no need for such trivial resting. I will find a book, should you need me. I will be in my room doing some studying about different ways to utilize this chime.
You'll just let us know when the next job is.
Oh, simply studied the device, a fragment, and it should show you. And, well, kind of looks to Illustrial. Yes, I can attune the portal to the rod. And she kind of winces as she holds her head in her hand for a moment.
Well, by all means, get some rest first.
Milena will kind of rush to her side, kind of as you're saying that. No, it is.
Could use the break.
It is done. The portal should take you where you need to go, I believe.
You just hop in whenever we're ready then.
Yes, should you have any questions, Milena will tend to them. If anything extremely pressing, come get me. Or Mordenkainen or Tasha. We will be at your disposal. Please do not open the cabinet and look at everything and touch everything. It's very dangerous and...
Too late. As I'm already like looking at something else.
You would see her
Probably.
just suddenly appear right in front of you. Stop it.
But
I need you to
all
give
the
me a
cool
wisdom
stuff
saving
here.
throw. With a 2, you would see Dredd just drop to his knees. I'm so sorry.
Kick her and then stop myself.
But
Run over to Dread.
please. Have you learned manners where you are from, Neverwinter?
Sure.
Use them.
Little special.
It's got all the cool stuff here.
She flips her hair, looking gorgeous as she does, and just walks upstairs. Without another word. Milena looks over. I see I didn't miss all the fun. So... Did I show you a picture of her?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
We should probably rest ourselves before we go to the portal again.
Milena will be... Of course, I can... Don't quite have rooms here. Perhaps a inn and sigil. Of course, you're more than welcome to sleep on the couch. We could accommodate you with some cots or comfortable bedding, but no more private rooms, unfortunately.
I don't
Just a
mind
place-
exploring.
Just a place where I can meditate for a few hours. It should be fine, personally.
You'll have to forgive Illustrial. She seemed quite tired, and probably more so than she let on. But I can help you however you need. What's this about a artifact or relic? Seems interesting. Morgan Kane will just say, the Rod of Seven Parts. Surely, you know it. I've heard stories. Is that what you're after?
1 down, 6 to go.
Oh, that's crazy. Crazy. Sure. Why not? Well, and Morgan Kane will just be like, I'm gonna find a book, should you need me, before I
Looking
prepare
for
my
anything
rest.
particular?
Not to be too demanding, but something to eat wouldn't go amiss. At that point, Brindreg kind of taps his chest and burps a little bit, and fire shoots out of his mouth, and he goes, "Oh, well, that's different." And then he just stretches out on the sofa.
I'm gonna follow Morden Kanan about a book.
Oh, are you looking for anything in particular? Do you know where the next piece is?
I have not had the time, but if we're going to be doing this, any more information we can learn be
Well, you're holding it, just feel
beneficial.
it. It
I
should
just have
come
to
right
think
to
about
you.
it.
Yes, the pieces want to be together.
Sure, but what else do these pieces want?
Well, to be whole, much like anyone would want.
I didn't get
just
here by trusting artifacts. But I suppose there's enough people around if this goes awry.
Well, I didn't get here by trusting a group of half-heroes from the
No, we we
realms.
we got here by a fucked up wizard spell. It's great.
Heroes?
Half of us.
He said half. Which half? Clearly my bottom half.
Mordenkainen is not paying attention at all.
Mm-mm. And I'm gonna like pick something up off the table and like use it to point at Melania. I'll be like, so
please put
what's
that
your
down. Put it.
so what's your deal?
Will you please put it down? I will not be quite as easygoing as Illustrial. Did one warning not do enough?
He's stubborn. You'll have to give him more than one warning.
I do not want to have to kick you out of the sanctum. So please,
Listen,
mind manners. The lady said do not touch. I would advise you do what the lady says.
right, then I will focus on this rod piece and see what information it gleans.
As you're focusing, yeah, you know exactly where it is. Maybe not exactly, but mostly. You get a feeling, a vision. White mist. No, it's not mist. It's not white. It's silvery clouds. Floating stars. You see body. Massive. Broken. And you see a vessel. A sailboat. Floating on these clouds. Going right towards this literally body. Corpse. That's what you see.
It appears the next part of the rod was either on a ship bound for some colossus of some sort amongst clouds, silvery clouds.
Ah,
Or
the gossamer
part of the
clouds of the
colossus
astral.
itself.
Yes. That would make sense, I suppose. A colossus or dead god, perhaps?
Dead
Or perhaps on
god.
the vessel itself. The astral, huh? Of course, figures.
Well, dead gods. Got a book in here about dead gods?
I'm sure somewhere. There's too many to count.
Well,
But we do have books on the astral, or how to travel about it. That's what you're interested in.
well, it appears it's where we're headed.
I mean, there are many dead gods scattered throughout the astral sea, at least where many of them go when they die. The astral sea is also, of course, the astral plane, also known as the realm of thought and a dream.
Realm of thought.
Yes.
You traversed the astral plane yourself?
I've been once or twice. Everything's connected through there. Just think of where you want to go and you will fly there. Of course,
Okay.
unless you think like that one does and kind of gestures to Dread. You won't be going anywhere fast.
I won't forget what I seen anytime soon.
Well, yes, there are certain bodies that do have gravity in there, but there is others that, even in this gravity, you can still fly. Should you have a brain, or half of one. But, yes, there are plenty of books here on the astral and things of that nature.
We're going there tomorrow, or later this evening. I'm not exactly sure what time it is. Any information could be most beneficial, so
I could help you look for a tomb if you'd like. It's literally the least I could do. Second least. The least I could do would be to walk away. That would be not in anyone's favor. As what are the rest of you guys doing? As Melena's giving a tense look to Dread, and Zom searching the library.
I'm just kind of following behind Dread and putting things back where they are and cleaning and shining things back up, removing his fingerprints. Just trying to keep him. And then talking to Melena. So, any interesting parts in the city? Any must-go travel spots?
Oh, there's a few shops here and there. I mean, you can pretty much find anything. Any type of creature, person. I mean, they're all here, getting along in the big donut. I mean, if you like certain things, you can find it here. If you don't like certain things, you can definitely find it here. It goes
What
both
about
ways.
weapons? I could use some more weapons.
Yes, there are a number of shops around. Easily a stone's throw away right out the sanctum door.
Well, if you guys, want to take a look at the shops before we jump in another portal, I'd be up for that.
That wouldn't be a bad idea.
By all
Like
means,
explore.
peruse the town. It's The Sanctum's not going anywhere. And since you all have been here, you have permission to enter, and the gates shouldn't be a problem. Unless Alestriel has changed it, so... Again, don't get on her bad side. You get on her bad side, you get on mine. And... Well, nobody wants that. As she just smiles as she kind of glances at the two blades behind her back. They're just kind of idly sticking out.
I mean, we all got bad sides. I mean, no one should get on my bad side either. We can all be friends.
I'm hoping so. Seems Alestriel's trusting quite a lot these days. Well, Tasha and Mordenkainen in here, it means... I've only met them once or twice. I mean... I think... She'll kind of lean in. I don't think that's really Tasha. I think she sent, like, a past self or something. She didn't seem quite as powerful as I remember our first meeting. Also, she didn't even say hey, so she doesn't remember it.
That's weird. I didn't know. Time magic.
Tasha does play with time quite a bit, so it would make sense. You know, if you're busy doing one thing, send a past self, and you would have already done it. So maybe she has some confidence we don't know about. Part of some plan, probably. But by all means, the front gate just down those stairs. And honestly, there would be a good place to rest up. There's plenty of couches and chairs and even a little storeroom with some food in it. Good warm fires as well. Actually, I was wrong. The stairs that Illustrial went up would have been in the studies. There's 4 corner stairs in both the workshop and the study. Up here goes to the kind of bottom floor. But should you need anything, just don't hesitate to ask. And yeah, just don't take anything. Don't touch anything that's not yours.
Oh no, I wouldn't take anything. I'm not a thief.
Uh,
I was just looking at it.
Please and
I would,
thank
I would
you.
definitely, I would definitely ask before. You know, that's why I was here, actually asking for more help from the 3 most powerful wizards. You know, this seems to be a big endeavor.
Yes,
I may be crass, but you know, I was asking for help, legitimately.
I understand that. I would just recommend asking before touching. You never know what traps
Part
and
of the fun.
triggers might be on. Well, I happen to know quite a number of items in a few of the cabinets here. When touched, will explode on touching, if not by the right hands or spoken the right password. So
That would be a good weapon to use if I didn't have to touch it first. I could just because I need to go get some more weapons. I need to throw things like bombs and stuff.
oh, then right out front, you'll find the streets of Sigil. Quite welcome to anyone who's wishing to travel them. And should you need somewhere to rest up, the entryway is quite pleasant. And should you need anything, we can place it there. Have it ready for you.
You guys need anything?
I mean, like I said, it's worth just looking around, see if there's anything we can get.
And like I said, I like to explore.
All right, I'll start making my way out.
What's Brindrag doing?
He's asleep.
I was gonna say if he's studying anything or what have you.
Getting a rest.
I'll
As
I'll pick you something up.
as just not even noticing. Would Bryn want to go with them?
I don't know. He's asleep.
That's fair. There, you guys
Bryn,
can wake him up.
Bryn, we're going exploring.
What?
We're going exploring. You want to come?
Um, I guess he's like a petulant teenager. You just woke up. And when he gets up, he'll scoop up the handful of gold coins he was sleeping on and kind of drag behind you guys, moping a little.
Come on, magical city. Are you
Let's
not
go.
excited?
Zom staying behind, looking through books, as you can easily find. Like, honestly, if you think about what you're looking for, the books themselves kind of rearrange, and you can see like, here's 10 books on the astral sea. Here's a book that's just a list of dead gods.
Well,
As you find them quite easily.
as much as he's researching the future of the astral sea, he's also kind of worried, as he has noticed, that his magic has changed. Because he's starting to realize he's no longer retired. So he's worried his connection with his former god might come back, or his loss of connection might change
To a new
Or-
connection.
He's not exactly sure what will happen. How long can a cleric survive without a god? How long will the god let the cleric survive? Like,
Fair
he
enough.
doesn't
You
know what
can
it
absolutely
means.
look up like
So as much as he wants to
different things like
find
that.
information about the astral sea, there's always a book or two that there's just kind of finds its way towards him.
Yeah, absolutely. As your mind slightly wanders, or you have these lingering thoughts, on the peripheral of your thoughts, they're also in the peripheral of your vision. As plenty of books on the astral, and then a couple of books of like divinity in you, how to lose faith and get it back, or maybe the occasional romance novel or something if you have those kind of thoughts pop up. They're always just on the peripheral, And then like maybe the occasional book about farming.
Yep.
As you peruse the library while everyone goes shopping. Are you guys letting Zom know you're going shopping?
I suppose we would, but he's across from me in the other room. We probably would yell out.
I mean, I would, touch base with everybody and be like, "Hey, I'm gonna go shopping. Anything I need to look for while I'm out, specifically, components, blah blah blah." I'd even stop and ask Larissa, if she needed anything.
Larissa is with Tasha, so I'd say if you go up to their room, or Tasha's room, it would be, she would just shake her head as she's contemplating some things about how she could have nearly ended the group literally just like an hour ago. Not that her herself, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It could have been disastrous. But does
I'm gonna
Zom
stay
want
and read.
anything?
No, I'm gonna stay and read, but I will give them the bag of holding that has stuff in it, mostly money. But
Fair enough. Dreamy
this.
flashback.
Try not to spend all of our savings.
Fair enough.
There it is. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it's got the 500 gold worth of stuff we took off that table.
Mm-hmm.
And then approximately 1,800 gold pieces. And probably not in gold pieces, but
Random
this is what I have.
coins.
This is what I have written down as bag of holding contents.
There you go. A little bit of
I'll
spending
just
money.
hand you the bag of holding. I'm not dumping it out and making you carry it, but
As you guys head outside, out front of the citadel sanctum, you can maybe see like some birds flying in the distance past this like large gate in a small courtyard that's maybe 5 feet to the actual gate after coming down the steps of the sanctum. But yeah, you see some birds in the distance. Like, oh, that's nice. As one of them just like kind of erupts into flames and starts eating the other birds.
Oh,
Nice.
There would be a nice iron gate that kind of opens up to you. These paved streets ahead. And you can see buildings. It is a tight-knit building area. Like there's roads zigzagging over each other, right kind of where you're at. And buildings kind of, they're right next to each other. Some of them share walls. There's the occasional building that kind of stands out, like not as its own. Some very different architecture all over. Some of it looks like it kind of has like rounded kind of domes on them. Others would have like just this is a square building. Others look like you can see a tree house kind of on the corner of the street here. As the tree starts to kind of walk around, just kind of moving its roots around. See the branches kind of shift here and there. Kind of in front of you.
Is it a house or is it a shop? Do I need to chase down the
It
shop?
looks like a house. It's not going very far or very fast. But you would see a couple of men with grayish skin, dusty brown robes, looking at each other and glance up to you. You can see one of them's missing their nose, and the other just kind of has like wraps all over his hand. Give you a nod. One of them kind of gestures, one missing the nose. Hey. What are you going to do with
What's
your
up?
body when you die?
I mean, I won't be doing anything with it. I'll be dead.
50 gold?
How are you going to get my body? I could die anywhere.
Oh, we'll get it, don't worry. Pulls out kind of dusty scroll and kind of shakes it off. What's your name?
I mean, I go by Dread. What are you going to do with my
Perfect.
body?
Does it matter? You're gonna be dead anyways.
Matters if my soul's involved.
Oh, no. We don't want your soul. Don't worry about it. Just the body.
I mean, look at this body. This body's a premium, and you're offering me 50 gold?
Yeah, but it'll be dead. There'll be no blood flowing through it, so don't worry about it.
I mean, that makes me even more curious, man, as to what you're doing with my body if you don't need it. If the strength doesn't matter, like you're not making me a zombie.
Oh, no.
You
The
don't
muscles
need-
are still there, but like the blood will be gone. We make sure of that. Mostly.
We're about to do an inside check to see what, if we can see what exactly they're trying to do?
He's trying to
With
buy his
getting the
body.
body?
There's no way to know from just like looking at him what he's going to do with the body. Like, oh, it's going to go to the morgue anyway, so it's, we just might chop
Why
it
What do you
would
do?
up, might
What,
use it for, you know, just kind of helping things out.
God, it's so
why would
confusing.
you buy a body?
I'm so
Uh,
interested in this whole story now.
And he just kind of like, hey, why wouldn't you buy a body? Am I right? I mean, you're not
I
gonna you're not gonna
mean,
be using it when you're dead. That's all
I mean,
I'm
I already
I
had
saying.
mean,
I
plans.
mean,
I already
unless
had plans
unless
for my dead
unless you're a
body, but I
necromancer.
didn't.
I can think of a
I
lot
give
of
it.
uses for a dead body.
Obviously, there's necromancy
Eventually.
involved, guys. Don't worry about it. It's all perfectly legal and safe. No one's harmed. Uh, your you won't feel anything that happens, anyways. So you're gonna be
You
dead.
know,
You sure about that?
I think 50
I'm like
gold's just not enough for me.
98% sure. Like, and the
But
other guy's
have
like,
you?
no, we're 100% sure. You're not gonna feel anything. You're gonna be dead. All right.
I'm gonna have to pass. 50 gold's just not enough for me.
Listen, Burke. 75 gold. It's a good deal for a body. Most we've ever spent on one. We'll throw in a group price. Tell you what. All four of you guys. You guys look like you're, And as this guy leans closer, he has one eye with no... Like, it's just white. And as the other eye is pitch black. You're not gonna... Yeah. Four of you guys do 350 gold. How's that sound?
Like I said, I already had plans for my body, but if I didn't, I'd totally take you up.
Yeah.
You change your mind. Just talk with any of us, and we'll know what to do with it. Okay?
What if I want to get in on your group of buying bodies?
Oh. All right. So just come down to the mortuary. We'll get you going.
All right. Where's the mortuary? This is my first time here.
Just follow the smell. It's where all the dead goes. Hey, when you die, you'll show up there. Don't worry.
I mean, if I want to be part of this whole thing, I need to show up before I die, obviously.
I mean, it's not gonna matter in the end. You're just gonna
Wait,
turn to dust anyways.
are you dead right now?
I mean, probably. What does it matter?
Just your whole vibe, man, is got me curious. That's it.
What about your friends? You guys interested?
I'll pass.
All right. Well, hey, mortuary's not hard to find. You just go down this road and make a left by the Burning Man bar, and then you keep going for a while. You'll see a bunch of us hanging outside of it. There's a bar outside too.
And what's your name?
Kind of looks at the other guy. The other guy's like, come on, dude, we've been over this. Ferris, come on. Oh, Ferris, yeah.
Have a great
Alright.
day. And Brindrag will smile real big, and he'll say, "Guys, come here," and
Yes.
scamper off.
Oh, yeah, you guys too. We'll see you when you die.
Yep. And then as soon as they're out of earshot, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, should we kill those guys?"
Okay, so I'm picking up on something here. Maybe listen. My my dad is pretty tight with the Queen of the Fae. Well, one of them at least. I think one of them. I don't know. Listen, I wouldn't give out your real name to anyone here. There's power in names. And this place seems to, I don't think it's Fae, but it gives off a similar vibe. It's like crossroads. So, yeah, I don't know. Just a thought.
Yeah, I mean,
Don't
Good
say your
looking
name
out.
at all. Don't even give
Matter
a
of fact, I
name.
don't even know if my name's actually Brendrag.
As you say
Wait a
that,
minute.
you would see a little voice kind of call, "You guys talking about names?"
Don't know.
And you would look all around. You don't see anyone. And you kind of look down. You would see like a 6-inch tall person with ears as long as their head. Dressed in kind of dusty vest. Shirtless other than that. And baggy pants. What'd you say?
Nothing.
No.
Oh, come on. You were talking about Faye. I heard you.
I've just met
Hey.
some very nice ones.
Oh, yeah, man. We're all cool.
Yeah, real cool.
Man, you are awesome.
Oh, yeah, I know. What are you guys doing? You're not from here, are you?
No.
You're pretty clueless.
Yes, they're pretty
I
obvious.
gotcha. Yep. I've seen your type before. What are you guys looking for?
We're just kind of exploring right now. Weapons.
Weapon shop.
Oh, man, you need a tour guide?
Hell yeah. Here, hop up. I'll put my hand down.
No, that's okay. I walk.
Oh, you fast?
Yeah.
I'm fast enough.
No.
Well, you got real little legs.
Dude, your finger's gonna, like, squish me. I don't wanna, it's...
Well, I was gonna throw you up my shoulder.
Yeah, dude. Don't. You know,
I
I was gonna
I-
whisper. Don't try to. You probably get insult them.
But yeah, 10 gold. Oh, shall, take you where you need to go. What do you want? Weapons? Is that what you said?
Yep. I need some.
What kind you
Some
want? You want
sword.
like burning shit, or
I want.
do you
I
want
want
the stuff with
everything.
the? Oh, I mean, there's no one that has everything, but
I need to be able to do a lot of damage. I mean, I want to do I need some swords, some new swords. I need some explosives,
you want
some
sharp stuff.
distraction.
You don't want the stuff that's like. I'm not gonna lie. I got a friend. He runs a place. He mostly burning shit though. Like burning weapons. Stuff like that. It's all on fire. He's having a fire sale today, actually. Did I tell you about that?
Wait a minute.
We
What
can
do
go
you mean?
check
you
it
need
out.
explosives?
Huh? Me? I need explosives.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Oh, is that a yeah?
You said.
Let's
I
see if
mean,
blow up
I know you
anytime.
do. I know you do a lot of explosive stuff, but there's times where I'm, not near you, and I might need to throw an alchemist, fire, and cause that to explode.
Not an explosion. That's a little poof.
Oh, alchemy,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, that stuff's weak sauce. What you want?
Sometimes that's all you need.
No.
Oh, no. You want the big boom, right? You want the shit that like stays burning, stays on fire, right? Like burn till it's like forever.
I wouldn't say forever.
Okay, but
Forever.
I mean, do you want to go big or you want to go home? Obviously, you guys are here, so you're not going home. I mean,
Let's see
where
what
are you
you got.
from?
Let's see
Oh,
what you
give him
got.
10 gold.
What? 10 gold? I'm yours. Where do you want to go?
Where's he put the money? Because the stack is like as tall as he is, or like a half the height he is.
Yeah, about.
It probably just
He's a Fae.
away.
He's probably got a some kind of bag of holding or.
Hey, you don't know what I am, man. I don't know what you are either, but I don't really care.
Well, let's go to this place.
The fire sale?
Yeah. Let's see the fire sale.
All right. I'll take you guys there. It's just down the road, a block away. So watch your step. There's some horse shit along the way.
It must be like a mountain for you,
What do you mean a mountain?
or at least a big hill. Never mind.
Yeah, kind of, I mean, I guess that's one way to think about it. But yeah, right this way. So, and it'll kind of like start pointing things out. So, old Garbo lives there, and treehouse there. That's I hang out there sometimes. He's kind of a cool guy. But doing some construction over here on this one, I don't know what it's gonna be. There was gonna be a Spirit of Halloween, but that was only there for like a month, and I'll be honest, it was mostly garbage. It was a lot of like, I want to be a slutty priest, or I want to be a slutty paladin. Like, what if I don't want to be a slutty paladin or a slutty priest?
Then you get to be a slutty rogue.
No, I want to be a
What's
slutty
that?
warlock, man. Like,
I got you.
they didn't have it.
What's a Halloween?
Oh, it's like where everything's hallowed. It's just a fun time. Everyone dresses up and,
When you get your ween hallowed.
Yeah. All right.
But that's what it just kind of shows you places, and they just look like normal buildings. Although some of them do look a little weird. Like, oh, that place is not structurally sound. Like, it shoots up about 2 floors, and then it just goes directly to the left over top of the building on top of it, or to the next to it, like a whole half a floor, and then it shoots up again for another 2 floors. But some of it is a lot like what is that, the hall of stairs kind of thing, where some of it's like upside down. You would see some like sideways stairs, but he'll kind of the road itself
MC
is
Escher.
Yeah, MC Escher, yes. As it kind of takes you around these cobblestone places, is I'm gonna say dude, a dark-robed individual, kind of accidentally bumps into you and kind of turns towards you. You would hear in your head, I'm deeply sorry for that. Please pardon my step there.
Oh, hey man, don't worry about it. I was in your way. I was distracted. My bad.
As you look up, you can see a mind flare just staring right at you. Just kind of nods to you as its eyes kind of blink, tentacles writhing out. Well, have a good day, and say in your head.
Hey, you too. This place is awesome.
What's that? But I think I
I want to
was-
lift it. I don't think any of us are in danger.
Oh, no, that's... Oh, you got a new book. Oh. I know what you're doing. Little brownie just kind of calls out to the mind flare as you could see the mind flare kind of blush and quickly just kind of steps up the pace and walks away. Dude owns a brothel.
Oh,
I know. Because he gets into the heads of people. He knows what's up.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep it out of my head.
Ah, nah, dude. That dude, he knows what's up, man. Like, Society of Sensation, they're not all bad. I thought about joining up once or twice.
Let's just say that where we're from, we heard horrible stories about his kind.
Sure. I've heard horrible stories about elves too.
Probably
I mean,
not
you
as
know.
bad as ill-attended, but okay.
Oh, you wouldn't be surprised. I bet your friends wouldn't be surprised, am I right? All right, well, tough crowd, tough crowd. But yeah, right over here, it's the fire sale. And kind of points over, as you can see, a big skull and crossbones sign that just says, like, graffiti spray painted on fire sale over this kind of chain link fence that goes up about 10 feet with barbed wire all over it, and kind of a moat of fire that a steel drawbridge goes over into a, looks like a miniature castle, kind of like like a mini golf castle. It's fire sale. Now pay up.
Anyone got a 10 gold or?
Ahem.
Brindrag will count out 10 gold. He'll scowl the entire time. And then he'll sort of hand it out, but like he's gonna take it back. He'll hand it out more. And he'll say, "This is some comfortable gold, so be good with it."
Okay. Kind of somehow is able to hold it all in his hand. Cool. Round. Guess I'll wait out here for you. Tell Gunnar I said what's up. He might give you a discount.
What was your name? If we're gonna tell him that, tell him hi for you.
Oh.
You might get a name.
Yeah, Mr. Brown.
All right.
He'll just kind of
Later,
hold.
Mr. Brown.
Yeah. Good doing business. If you need anything, I'm not very far away.
All right. Then let's go in.
As you cross the moat of flames into this miniature dark castle-like structure, there would be chains all over the walls in here, and lots of weapons and armor, all of which is on fire. Behind the counter, you would see long curved horns, folded bat-like wings, blackish gray skin, dressed in like a fine, or at least most of a suit, jacket not on right now. Well, look what the cat dragged in. Welcome to Fire Sale. What can we get for you fine folks? Something on fire, I hope, right?
Well, Mr. Brown brought us here. Said you might have some good stuff, so I wanted to come see what you had for sale.
What a good kid. Yeah, what are you looking for? We got it all. And it's all on fire.
I'm looking probably for like a scimitar.
Flaming scimitar coming right up as he just kind of reaches his hand out. Flaming scimitar appears in his hand. Yeah?
Yeah. Is this like magical fire? Is it the fire gonna hurt me?
Is
what's up
there
with this?
any other type?
Can I hold the sword or the scimitar?
Absolutely you can.
All right, I'll reach out and pick up the scimitar.
Yeah. It's on fire. Flaming scimitar, you can feel the heat radiating off of it.
Some swings a little bit. It'll start making noises. Vroom, vroom.
Ah, the flames make the noise for you here.
How much is this?
It's For a soul like you, I can see you're gonna be murdering some folks, so... Also, Mr. Brown sent you, well, as part of our agreement, 390 gold. For one flaming scimitar.
Now, for the purpose of overcoming like some creature's resistances, is this considered magical?
Not only is it considered magical, it is magical. Made of magical flames. As I said, is there any other kind?
Is there a downside to this weapon?
Not that I see. I mean, it's straight from the flames of Fletigos.
Yeah. What is that?
Oh, you don't want to know.
Can I insight him? Like, is he like? When I said it, like, what's the downside?
Yeah, give me an insight check.
Nah, man.
Doesn't seem like he's hiding
He's
anything.
cool.
Got
Yeah, I mean,
flaming axes, flaming great swords. Got flaming armor over there. Might be a little too hot for you to handle.
I don't need any armor.
Of course you
Prefer
don't.
to, prefer to move around light.
Any
you give me
arrows or bows?
Yeah, flaming arrows, flaming... No flaming bows, but... Yeah, flaming arrows, we got you.
Did you do a deal and throw in a flaming dagger with my scimitar?
Yes, I will. I'll do the flaming dagger added onto that for... Say for a total of 700 gold. One flaming dagger, one flaming scimitar. Kind of looks around. Yeah, could do that. As he waves his hand out and a dagger appears in his hand on fire and just... There you go. Is there anything else I could interest you gentlemen in? You want some flaming arrows?
It all depends how much they are.
I'm gonna go with 100 gold piece per arrow.
Oh, for God's sakes.
I know where your heart's at, elf. Just gives a big smile. But all coins good here. At fire sale.
All right, I think I'm going to do that. So if I can get like 200 gold out of the bag of holding, I'll give him 700 gold.
Yeah.
I don't have access to the bag of holding, so just
Fair enough.
whoever does.
I don't really know who picked it up, so it could be you.
Zom has it. Well,
Yeah, but he gave it to us.
Yeah, so I mean, he's just saying he doesn't have access, like, in the thing.
Yeah.
So Zom, take away 200 gold from the bag of holding.
And then we could do... All right, cool. Got me some kick-ass weapons. Is there like a flaming sword in the compendium?
There is not.
Alright, like, can you turn flames off? How are you gonna, like, store them?
Well,
I mean,
put them away, of course.
Yeah, there's this. They come with a scabbard, right?
Oh, no. Scabbard will cost you extra.
And there it is.
Yep.
He got me.
As he's counting the coins up.
How much is the scabbard?
1,500 gold.
You, sir, are an asshole. You are an asshole.
Start laughing.
Well, the thing is, the scabbards are not on fire. So
Yeah.
it's not part of the fire sale that we're having.
So, can I have my gold back?
Sorry, but he kind of points to a sign. All sales final.
I'm gonna like just touch the sign with the flaming sword and see if the sign will go up in flames.
It does, and it looks badass. As now it burns, and it says all sales are final in fiery letters.
Dang it.
Yeah, we've had a
Yeah.
couple of people try to do that.
Yeah, you son of a bitch.
Hey, you don't know my parentage. My mother nor my father were dogs.
Well,
Well,
I'm not. It's a phrase. You're an asshole. That's what it means.
well, that's quite rude. I'm doing business here. But you have a flaming scimitar and a flaming dagger in your hands, and might I say they do look pretty badass.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Mm-hmm. They're great.
They are
Yeah.
a scimitar and a dagger.
Mm-hmm.
They do fire damage instead of piercing or slashing damage. And they're considered magical.
Sweet. They're just going to set everything on fire.
And they cannot be put out. But you got them.
Oh, you got me, Steven.
Yeah.
Well, can I
Oh.
interest
You
you
get for
in
not
any...
letting me handle your firing of stuff.
you know,
interest in anything else that is on fire? Or potentially could be set on fire? Those things usually cost a little more.
I got nothing, guys.
As he's just holding a flaming
Brindreg will just start
scimitar
walking
dagger.
out.
All right, well, thanks for shopping at the fire sale. Hope to see you guys around sometime. And don't forget, when it's on fire, it's cool.
I do agree.
As you would see another sign as you're leaving. It says when it's on fire, it's cool.
Everyone's gonna look at the others. Yeah, he really fucking swindled you guys.
Yeah,
So you're just gonna carry that around in your hand?
looks like it. As in now, like, I put away my shield, and now I have a dagger and a scimitar on fire.
Just gotta like set it down the ground if you want to carry something else. But it
good.
looks badass.
It's good. I'm just constantly
Alright.
just carrying these weapons around.
As you're
Let's
kind
try.
of exiting and walking back in the streets, you would see what looks to be a gold-skinned humanoid, feathery wings outstretched. Speaking to it looks to a centaur. Centaur with horns curved like a ram, wearing an awesome leather jacket. And the angel is also holding, looks to be a flaming greatsword in hand. It's kind of like shaking it around, having a conversation with the Zabariar, the centaur creature.
Well, I guess someone else bought a flaming sword. Shall we keep exploring? See what else we can find in this bizarre place?
Yeah, maybe I'll find some weapons that are,
Yeah, some normal weapons.
that I don't have to hold all the time.
If you're holding both of those, it'd be kind of hard to throw your explosives.
Well, I can pull one of them down, or I could just,
Could throw one of them.
Yeah.
I could throw the flaming dagger, and then I can throw other things. Yeah.
That would be badass.
Maybe if I find like some really thin chain, I can wrap it to the dagger. That way I don't lose it. I mean, I'm not going to lose it because it's on fire, but I mean, like, I won't have to go get it. Well, anyway, to the next door.
Are you guys Just wandering around till you see what stores are out there.
Oh, where's Mr.
Yeah, I
Brown?
guess that's all we're doing.
Okay.
Where's Mr. Brown?
Do you ask that?
Looking around. Yeah, where's he at?
Give me a perception check.
10.
You do not see him anywhere.
If he says it, I'll be like, oh yeah, I should talk to that little fucker. Can I
Yeah, I
look?
do.
Yeah, you give me a perception check. Yeah, you would see him just kind of leaning under what looks to be a tuft of grass that's kind of growing underneath a fence post.
Hey, Mr. Brown.
Hey, what's up? Oh man, you look badass.
Yeah. Would you happen to know where I could get some scabbards for these things that don't cost me everything?
Scabbards that'll hold
You
fire?
know, yeah.
I mean, the fire sale's probably the only place I can think of.
Oh man.
You mean like
Here, would you like to hold on to this flaming dagger for me for a little minute? Just as I'm like reaching out the flame closer and closer to the guy.
No, that's
Like,
okay.
yeah. Really? Is it? Is it okay?
Yeah, I mean it's as big as me.
Yeah, it is. How long you guys been doing this together? Fire sale.
Oh, I get 10 gold for every customer that buys something.
Yeah. Plus the 10 gold that you got from us. Okay.
I'm rich, bitch.
I mean, to be fair, it was exactly what he said it was.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's honest, man. You won't find many people too dishonest here. There's laws and stuff. Don't want to get on the bad side of the lady, you know?
I guess you gotta take everything literally.
Yeah. Who's the lady? You talking about the wizards?
Oh, the lady who owns the joint. Lady of Pain. Kind of looks around.
Who's that?
Someone you don't want to fuck with. She was just like, make it disappear. Like forever.
She owns the whole city?
I don't know about owning. I don't know the whole logistics of it, but yeah, you piss her off. You try and teleport somewhere you shouldn't. You try and break laws. The Dabbus will get mad at you too. Probably write you up. But if you get it real bad, yeah, she'll maze you good.
Don't get on her bad side.
Mm-hmm.
You guys looking for some more places, or you want me to show you around?
Well, now that you've managed to do your little, it's not a scam. You got me.
I didn't
But
do
I need,
nothing. I was just like, hey, you bring
yeah,
people to the store, they
yeah.
buy stuff. It's
Okay, I want to go to a store that has smoke grenades.
smoke grenades.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I know Nomi McNomerson. He sells some pretty good alchemical shit.
Anything you guys need?
Not that I need, no.
Wouldn't mind going to
Curiosity of
see
just
it.
looking around.
I wouldn't mind going to see a park.
Park. Yeah, there's a couple of parks.
No, just some nature.
Oh yeah, there's a couple gardens.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, come on, there's a couple on the way to Nomi's. I'll show you the way. As he'll take you Honestly, he'll probably spend about an hour to get to Nomi's, but it's a hodgepodge. You would see, wandering water elemental just kind of like flooding the streets and just kind of occasionally cleaning the grounds around some shops. You would see probably a bridge that spans over a length of what looks to be a garden. As you can see some fairies with their wings kind of with big little scissors, like big shears for them, but they're just like regular scissors, pruning these large hedges, almost in like, can watch this big bush become what looks to be a dashing prince in a matter of minutes after you're crossing this bridge. A little babbling brook inside, as you can see some fish that have no head but two tails. And almost kind of like little helicopter fish inside of this little stream. But it'll take you to see Noe McNomerson, which is a halfling that wears a top hat. And it's really just a quaint shop that looks like it's got vials and different kind of unguents and powders, herbs, and all sorts of things. But it's very clustered, tight quartered shop. It's pretty much got any alchemical thing you can think of, along with potions. I don't know how much RP you guys want to get into the whole shopping thing.
Mr. McNomerson, I need to looking for some alchemist fire. I don't know how much you're selling that for.
Oh yeah, it's standard price. You just want 25 gold per alchemist fire, 50 for vials of acid. If you want some holy water, 50 as well. If you want some things like antitoxin, that'll be 50 as well. If you want something like a little better, like potions of healing, that's 50 as well. Got potions of greater healing on sale right now for 397 gold. What are you looking for?
You got any smoke grenades by any chance?
Oh yeah. Smoke grenades. I don't know how much they are. 50 gold. Where did you get smoke grenades last time?
They were in the player's handbook, so I just threw one there. I didn't want to go like crazy and be like, I've got 10 smoke grenades. I'm like, no, I got one.
Oh yeah, they're 50 gold.
All right, I'll like to use 100 gold out of the bag and get 2 alchemist fire and 1 smoke grenade, and that'll be all of my purchases.
Probably.
Anything super rare you got in here?
Got a potion of giant strength. Got a couple of them. Got one from a hill giant. Got his toenail the other day. I had this fire one for a while now, but nobody's buying it. It's too expensive.
Do you buy things by any chance? I got this golden helmet that I've been hanging on to for a little while.
I ain't got no need for helmets.
I mean, it's gold. Like, I think it's pure gold. You could probably, at least close to pure. You could probably melt it down and use it for other things.
I ain't probably take it to a smith or something.
Okay.
I'm more into, you got any tinctures, any sort of powders. I'll even take I don't have like a jewel. Is it powdered gold thing?
I mean,
powdered silver thing.
I've got this necklace made of teeth.
We got the unguents in the bag.
Unguents? Yeah, I take that kind of stuff. What you got? Well, don't be shy now.
What's in the bag?
The unguent. Just show him the unguent.
It's 500 gold of powders and unguents from us. It's all like different random little vials and bottles of stuff. Yeah, I'll take 500 for that. I'll give you 500 gold for it.
Sweet, 500 back in the bag.
500 more gold we got.
I appreciate your business.
Oh yeah, you too. Y'all need any other kind of alchemical or tinctured items, just come back to Nomi McNomerson's.
I'll do.
It'd probably be a good idea if we picked up some potions.
I got potions. I got about, so I
some
got
healing
10 potions of healing on that wall there. Only got 2 potions of greater. That's it. 397.
Well, you think 4, 5? Grab a handful?
Five should be good.
5 regular potions of healing.
Yeah.
Did you say
Wait.
the potion of greater healing was 397?
Yep.
That's really an odd number.
He said they're on sale.
It's on sale.
Got 3
Well,
gold, 3 gold off.
The fire sale was also 390. I'm just like,
Mm-hmm. Because
I'm not digging. I'm not digging into this number. Am I? Like, am I getting like in the weeds here?
you
Getting too
could take
in
whatever you
character.
think of it. Yeah. Dread's
It's
wearing
like,
off.
it's like is it Nicolas Cage 23? Was that the one? We just kept seeing the number 23 all over the place.
No, it was Nicolas Cage. Get out of here. It's Jim Carrey.
That's one of those movies that I never saw, and I just assumed it was Nicolas Cage because he does so many weird shit. But anyway,
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to buy 4 potions of healing, 200 gold.
4 or 5?
Let's do 5.
250 gold.
All right. I appreciate the patronage.
Appreciate the supplies.
All right.
As you guys head off, Mr. Brown's still hanging out outside. Hey, where you want to go next?
I should probably head back and get some rest and
All right.
I mean, is there any other places we should see? I mean, you're the local. We're just visiting.
I mean,
I just need to
visit
stop
for
by
too
a
long.
Smith real quick. I just need to stop by a Smith real quick. I want to sell this helmet.
Oh yeah, there's a few places kind of roundabout. You just gotta go in the circle around it. Yeah, I can take you to some Smiths.
Yeah, I'll just whatever's quickest,
And it'll
Um,
take you to like there's like a forge area kind of sideways on the way, as you would see what looked to be a shield dwarf with like white, nearly white skin and red hair, working right beside a hill dwarf with kind of that bronzous skin and dark hair, right beside a dwergar with gray skin and white hair, right beside an Azer, which is like a dwarf, but if their hair was on fire, with skin of like reddish brown hues.
hey, like my dagger and scimitar.
Just like that. As they will happily, it's a quartet of dwarves that will happily purchase gold, iron, anything like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to sell that, and then I'm gonna ask them, hey, do you guys have anything that I could, sheath these weapons in?
No, I don't got nothing that would Well, the flames of hell right there. Could put it out, but they wouldn't be able to put it back on.
Yeah. Yeah. I more just want to like not burn myself and be able to,
Oh, you hold it on the handle. I think he was going to
it's
hold
great.
it by the blade.
It's great, sir. It's a great purchase on my part. How much for the helmet?
I don't know how much it was. 400 gold? 500 gold? Did you not write it down?
I did not put the cost in there. Nope.
280 gold.
Should have gone with the 500 gold.
Even 400.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you guys the price of these things when I give it to you. They will happily take this golden helmet, and Mr. Brown will escort you back to the sanctum easily enough as you arrive back. As meanwhile, Zom, give me an investigation check, see what you find while they are away.
Good old 11.
With an 11, uh, you would be more drawn to kind of the basics of the astral plane as you're researching. Just that you literally can propel yourself through just thinking in a direction. And there are numerous dead gods floating about. And specifically, one actually comes up in mind. One named Havoc. Uncertain as to what this god did, but they were definitely either slain by a powerful entity or possibly forgotten by their worshippers. What reading about this is Havoc's body was uncertain, hundreds of miles long and weighs thousands of tons, having 8 legs and 2 heads that each hold a single unblinking eye. But yeah, it is rumored that Havoc lost worshippers in power over the millennia, drifting along the astral sea. As also you would note, the astral sea has no time there, has no meaning. You don't age, you don't experience hunger or thirst. You're not sure why, but you weren't even looking for this Havoc, but it came up.
Did I get any, like, if I focus on the crystal or the rod part again, can I see the vision again?
Yeah, you can see that vision again. And that's kind of what drew that book into your hand. That mentioned Havoc.
It's likely that this dead god, this giant 8-legged, 2-headed dead god's body is what we're looking for.
And you would also know that most of the astral plane does contain breathable, comfortable air, for the most part. And you can fly around.
Thought-based movement.
At 5 times your intelligence score.
I think I'm still slower than dude, but
Got a 10.
As he's just as fast on air as he is on flying in the astral. But yeah,
I'm a little bit faster on
as you
that,
guys
so
come back to the Sigil Sanctum, is there anything you'd like to do? As Milena would she'd get some bedding out on the, bring you guys to that little part of the map there. as this is the kind of warrior entryway. There's a little nook for some supply closet, essentially, 2 fireplaces in here, and she would have some like sheets and pillows on these comfortable couches for each of you. But is there anything you'd like to do before you take a good long rest and head into the astral sea?
Nope.
What does Dread do with the swords? I put them in the fireplace.
You can rest them in the fireplace overnight.
Yeah, I mean that would be the easiest. It's like, all right, just gonna put these here. I'll ask.
Looking dagger.
I'll ask the wizards. Be like, hey, you guys got any fancy scabbards
They are
for this
resting.
shit? Oh, no,
Melena's
never
available
mind.
though.
Hey, Melena,
Yeah.
I got.
Oh
Got
no.
any? They got any special scabbards around here? She's that might help me out in the meantime. I'll return them at the end of this whole thing.
Sheaths for what?
I got these swords that are on fire with hellfire, and then they're like, "Hey, by the way, the sheath and that's separate."
Only the magic of the hells themselves look like they could probably quench those flames, but I don't know if they'd be able to reignite. Might lose all their
Well,
magics.
that's not what I want to have happen, and that would be a waste. I'll just deal with it as I can. Maybe I'll find, some extra money around here and get, not around here, but, in travels.
No, Illustrio doesn't keep any coin anyways. It'd be...
She said that goblet was really expensive. I'd be careful of it.
She has artifacts, yes. But that's about it. Nothing... I mean, yes, extravagance, but it all holds a place in memory and history. Some importance, at the very least. But I'll let you all get some rest. Just place the weapons in
You
the
wouldn't have-
fireplace for now.
You wouldn't happen to have an extra 1,500 gold, would you? Or a way of getting it? A job?
1,500 gold? Certainly not.
That's what the guy said.
A little pricey for my liking.
That's how they get you.
That's why you don't buy something when you don't know when you can get all the pieces.
Got
As-
excited by flaming sword, okay, and magic, and
Hey, Nero, you were there and you didn't say anything, man.
Because before I could say anything, I already fucking was giving money.
He was pretty quick.
his flaming sword.
Hey, you look badass, man.
as that's what Dread comes back with, is a flaming dagger and sword. Both hands.
Not sure if it's an upgrade, but it definitely strikes an image.
Yeah.
Well, we won't have to worry about light sources anymore.
It is true.
Gonna be hard to be sneaky in the shadows with that.
Yeah, I know. I keep far away from those swords.
You wouldn't give me my money back.
All sales are final. But as you place your weapons in the fireplace and get a good night's rest, that's where we're going to take our little 5-10 minute break, as we'll be back as they're preparing for their venture into the astral sea. So stick around, folks. We'll be back here in a few minutes as they are getting ready to, see where this goes. I mean, we know where it's going, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see in a few minutes. All right, folks, welcome back. Last we left off, our troop started doing a little exploration of Sigil, finding a flaming sword and dagger for Jeffrey, as Zom actually did some research into where you're going. As Illustrial had kind of linked the portal to the part of the artifact. You know you are heading to the Astral Sea. Bedding down in the Sigil Sanctum, you have a good night's rest. Albeit, I'll say, everyone roll me a wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
$18.
I say that's unless Nero does worse than a 2. It does not. Dread. This night you are racked with visions of pinks and purples and glass. No, crystal. Odd reflections of yourself. Twisted and misshapen. Not wearing your helmet. Your skin is
face.
peeled, not peeled back, but kind of pressed inward and wrinkled and gaunt. One of your eyes flickers with red light. You're missing an arm, or rather a hand. And in this kind of reflection, you can see Neverwinter. A place of justice. As criminals are running rampant. But gives you that fuel. Go on the hunt. Show off the dread. Bittersweet feeling. People are getting hurt. But you get to do what you're good at. Exact the vengeance and seek the justice. You're lauded as Neverwinter's greatest hero in this moment. It's all blurry. All with this pinkish purplish sheen over it. But the rest of you have dreamless sleeps and awaken in the sanctum as Milena would be kind of sitting by the fire, just kind of keeping an eye on things, half dozing off, drinking some tea. You guys were out pretty
Jeffrey
hard
wakes
there.
up super happy. It's like, yeah, that was a good dream.
Ooh. Good morning, lady.
We were out late. How do you tell the time around here? It all seems the same.
Assuming you don't.
No, there's clocks in the other room. It'll tell relative time to where you're at. It's all kind of relative to where you're going, where you are. Time's strange here sometimes. Yeah. Bends the laws of Faerun, at least. Closer akin to the Astral Sea itself. From what Alestriel's told me, at least.
And I guess that's where we're going.
Oh, that sounds interesting. She mentioned you guys were after another piece of this rod. Well, surely they'll feel better soon. Alestriel did seem, honestly, probably more drained than she's letting on. But I'll be here at least awake when you get back, and yeah, at least. I mean, we'll still be here. Alestriel will still be here. Tasha, and your friend is safe too. I checked in on her, as well as Mordenkainen is reading some books, trying to study something having to do with other artifacts, ties to Vecna. What?
Shall
She
we go
sips
to
her
the
tea.
portal then? Unless we got something else to do.
Jump in the portal.
All right, let's go.
All right. As you one by one step through cloth portal very rapidly and quickly, less like last time where everything vanished behind you. No, you step right into where you're going. Into a silver clouded void. Lucent wisps of white and gray fog swirl in the distance among pinpricks of starlight. For a split second, you have no sense of direction. You're just spinning around. And then rapidly, you start plummeting, falling. Before even catching yourself, the silver clouds shift, and you see through them in the distance that you're falling toward a colossal, misshapen mass. Wrong one. As you're just falling and falling. And that doorway still there, present above you.
Right, we gotta move with our mind. Focus.
As Zom, you focus with your mind, you stop falling and just kind of float there, or move in whatever direction you'd like. And as you're kind of, you still have that rod piece on you, you know that the next piece is located within that stony mass you see. And as the rest of you guys keep falling, as Zom calls out to focus.
I'll try to get back to Zom, like with my mind.
Same.
Yeah.
Like, but I'm still like moving my legs and stuff.
Back in
Absolutely.
the air.
An arrow focus too. Oh, wrong piece on this map.
Can I kind of just reach my senses out? Do I feel any of the elements around me? Do it.
They're everywhere.
Awesome.
It's and nowhere all at once. You're just kind of floating. There's no scent here. It's just... It's empty and full all at once.
Man, the place
Guys,
is
I had
cooler
this
than
really
last
kick-ass
time.
dream last night. Like, I mean, it's one of those like kind of wish fulfillment dreams where things are bad, but you get to, just really let loose. So there's a bunch of scum, taking over Neverwinter, and I got to, go ham on them. But I had this like really cool looking eye thing going on, but somehow I lost like one of my arms or part of an arm. But it was
Sounds
it was
like a
fucking.
very violent dream.
I mean, yeah, those are the best kinds. It's like, well, it's like that's not a. The violence, isn't the answer. It's the question. The answer is yes.
Mm. I guess we'll see. I'm gonna reach out and kind of grab onto Jeff's arm and stabilize him,
Okay.
but I'm also going to cast Death Ward on him.
Okay.
For the-
As it's weird because you do still feel that sense of gravity pulling you down, but you can resist it with just a thought.
As where to?
It's here.
Yeah, we're sure.
Dibs on the eyes.
The eyes.
Eyes on this thing must be hundreds of feet tall.
I don't know. Let's look around and see if there's anything we can go towards.
Because the only thing you see is that massive, colossal, misshapen mass of stony mass, kind of.
Alright,
Let's
start
go.
rolling that way.
All right. As you start kind of drifting through that place, it's a lot further than you anticipated. But you're flying pretty quickly. But it's, if you were falling or flying, you would feel that kind of breeze. It's not quite present here. It may flitter about, but you don't feel the wind beneath your cheeks or under your hair. Your hair does flitter about, those of you that have it. Your clothes do kind of ripple, but it's not wind, it's just kind of velocity. The atmosphere is thin, if barely present. An odd sensation. As you start drifting towards this mass in the great distance. Amid these clouds, you see two large globes of light start kind of bobbing toward you.
Alright, should we go toward them or avoid them? They already see us. They see Dread.
Then just continue to the mass and keep an eye on them.
Yeah. As you're continuing towards the mass, these things do continue bobbing. I would like... I'm gonna roll for it. Why not? For Dread and Brindreg to give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
I mean, it's not my worst skill, but I finally rolled above a 10.
As you guys are kind of floating towards that, both you guys
we
kind
got
of...
we got a long rest, so I have inspiration.
You do?
I'm gonna use that inspiration.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah, as you're
Yeah.
like, What is that?
So inspired to be
light?
like, oh, that light's so pretty.
You start drifting towards it as fast as you can. And for a brief flash, both of you drifting towards these lights away from the group just kind of dart towards it. You would see, when it's too late, of course, giant teeth biting out towards you.
No, sir.
Getting a 22 to hit Dread.
That hits.
And a 23 to hit Brindreg.
That hits, of course.
As Dread, you take 16 points of piercing damage, and Bryn, you take 10. As these large anglerfish-like creatures appear in front of you. There's some art form somewhere. See these things? We're gonna roll initiative, folks.
Do we have advantage on initiative currently?
You don't have your shield?
I don't have it on because I've got those knives. That's why I was asking.
So you and Brindreg do not.
You drifted too far away.
Oh well.
As fortunately, one of these creatures rolled first. Dude, what's your dex?
20.
Dread, what's your dex?
14.
All right. As the one by the Dread is still there, just goes into a voracious rend of 3 bites.
Don't do it.
Just chomping. Getting a 27, a 28, and a 11 to hit.
Well, thank God the 11.
As this thing just starts chomping rapidly, trying to bite into the Dread. Dread, you take 15 points of piercing from the first attack and 23 from the second. And the one next to Bryn will also try to make 3 bites, chomping down out.
Should have sold my body.
You had the opportunity. Bryn getting a 12, a 24, and a 13 to hit.
24 hits.
As you take 16 points of piercing damage. At which point, I would like, we'll say Narrow and Dude to give me wisdom saving. Or, damn it. I already did that guy's turn, but we'll do the charm later. We'll say Dude to give me a wisdom saving throw. Remind me to skip the second, guys.
Say 10.
With a 10, you have the charmed condition, and you are incapacitated.
I would like to succeed if that fails.
All right, using your, how many times a day you get it?
1 per rest.
All right. Long rest or short rest?
Either.
Nice.
Short or long.
As you succeed, which will take us to your turn, dude.
Alrighty. I'm gonna think about going over toward Bryn and
Okay.
end up over by Bryn.
Perfect.
Then I'm going to bonus action, spend a focus and step of the wind. Hey, you want to get out of here?
Huh?
Yeah, let's get out of here. And I'll grab him and I'll pull him away. And put him back over by Nero.
Okay. This thing
And
chomps
then
out.
I will go back over by this guy and I will take the dodge action.
Okay. As he was flying for his turn, that will take us to Jeffrey. The Dread. Stanton.
Alright, I'm gonna rage. Like, you made me bleed my own blood.
As he gets big mad.
Big mad. And then I'm going to stab this baby shark with the scimitar.
It's an eyeless fish creature with just a single globe. It's a star angler.
And I'm gonna go reckless. That's what I
Okay.
want to do.
Recklessly attacking with your brand new scimitar. 17 hits it.
Damn it.
We'll take 12 points of
Max.
slashing damage. Yeah.
It's fire damage.
Yes, absolutely. We can change that on there. It is.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and do, not as a bonus action because I have that thing, I'll use my
You're going to
offhand.
nick it.
Gonna nick it with the dagger offhand, right? Yeah.
A 24 will absolutely hit. As it takes 4 points of fire damage.
Then I'm going to attack again, obviously.
Alright, with the extra attack.
So close to a
A
crit.
27 will hit, though.
I'm gonna use my sneak attack damage on that,
Okay.
because I have
Because you have advantage.
advantage. And let's see, can I do anything superiority wise? It's not holding anything, so
There's another
disarming
fun picture
attack.
of these creatures.
I'm just gonna go with that. That'll be that.
Alright. For 10 more points of damage, you're just slashing into it with fire.
Oh, that's a more disturbing picture.
Yeah, it's a fun one.
And I believe that's everything I can do this turn.
Alright, that will take us to this guy who did already make his attacks, unfortunately. But it will still kind of dance its little eye around, and it will... I already said it, so I'm going to say it's going to go to Nero. Nero, give me a wisdom saving throw as this little light source flickering next to dude.
21.
21. You are unaffected by it. It's light. Come on, like, you've seen it. Good job. That will take us to your turn, Nero.
Is it charm?
It is, so yeah, you would have
Shut
advantage technically, but yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, but that doesn't matter. But yeah, for next one. All right. Well, bonus action, we're gonna put a just mark on that little guy down there.
The one on the south or north?
The one by dude.
Okay.
Oh, the south.
You mork it up.
And then we're going to attack with our bow.
Okay.
Put on just mark. Long bow. 14.
A 14 just misses.
Alright, so second attack.
As you're kind of not used to, like, used to having footing or jumping or something. But the second shot, direct hit into the side of this creature.
for 10 points of damage.
Take 10 as it is slowed down.
And then our little friend is going to move right beside dude. And we're going to move back. And that'll be it.
All right, that will take us to Zom.
Let me do some measuring. I want to be good. I'll move back to that. I'm going to fly myself to a central location.
Yeah.
30 feet. 30 feet.
Yeah.
Everybody's good within 30 feet. I would like to cast Beacon of Hope.
Oh.
Everybody within 30 feet of me for the next hour has advantage on wisdom saving throws.
Okay.
As well as some other things, but
Love
that's
that,
the big
yeah.
one right now. Advantage on wisdom saving throws, death saving throws, and if
Yeah.
you would regain hit points, you don't roll, you just get the maximum.
That is dope. Is that concentration?
It is not concentration
That is
if it's
so
copied
dope.
over as correctly as it came from the compendium. It doesn't have concentration attached to it. Seems like it probably should, but I'm going to double
It
check.
definitely, it looks like it should, yeah.
Some stuff doesn't. You'd be surprised.
It does have concentration. It only lasts for a minute.
That is not what Dragon dropped whenever I pulled it over. All right, 1 minute concentration. Still worth.
Still
It's
good.
still worth it, definitely.
Yeah, that is not what is over here.
And what is it, like warm kind of flames? Or what? A warm breeze?
I'm changing it to 1 minute and checking the concentration box. Yeah, they're just a warm sensation. Nothing visible, just everybody can kind of feel it.
Okay. Feel empowered, Zoms there.
Yeah,
He's
even,
got your back. You have hope.
When you open Beacon of Hope, the text at the top says concentration up to 1 minute, but the actual box at the bottom doesn't, and it says duration 1 hour.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
I don't own a PHB to double check, but
I'll look at it here in a second. But that will take us
Anyway,
to Bryn.
uh,
Or unless anything else for Zom.
I don't think I have anything. I still have a bonus action. But I didn't get in melee range to do that, so no, bonus action's good.
Alright. That will take us to Bryndrag after getting chomped on, and then Dew just kind of flew you out of there and you're just kind of floating in space.
Beacon of Hope is concentration up to 1 minute in
Thank
the
you.
physical PHB. Boo. All right. Brendrag's kind of like shaking his head. And he's looking around at these bobble lighty things. He's not
Mhm.
very happy. So he's going to float back just a little bit. Right there. And he's going to fish into his shirt, pull out his medallion, and growl under his breath. And we're going to do that.
What is that?
Summon Dragon.
Oh boy. Right out the gate. Getting the dragon. As also,
So-
I hope this didn't fly under everyone's radar, but he did say he's fishing it out of his pocket.
Anyway,
Sorry.
as the dragon appears, hold on, let me pop up its. Sorry, this is mine. As the dragon appears in honor of Jeffrey's recent purchase, its coloration changes. The green on its chest bursts into flames and turns red. So I will also, although it probably doesn't matter, be giving myself fire resistance. And then the dragon's going to go ham on this thing.
Absolutely. it
Hey,
will.
I can just let you hold the swords while I do other stuff.
The dragon's going to be right here.
Gonna do some multi attacks.
Yeah.
Two Rens and its breath weapon.
Yep. First time this guy's actually gotten to attack.
An enemy.
Oh, that's another advantage. 21.
A 21 will hit.
12 points of damage.
Nice. Starts tearing into this creature. Do its claws do fire damage, or is that...
No, it does piercing.
Okay.
Oh, big ol' 13.
13 will miss, though.
And it will breathe.
That rolled damage
knew.
for the 13.
Oh, that's damage.
There you go.
What? Well, I mean, you want to take my 4 anyway. It's still a d20. Which would be a
15 will hit
I'm not going to argue.
as you take as it takes 13 more points of piercing damage.
Okay. That's
I'll
fair.
take whatever you rolled. That's fine.
And then it'll inflate its chest and burst fire on it.
As this thing is not very dexterous, but somehow evades. Is it save or suck?
It is half damage. Yeah.
Okay, so it got a 17 on its save. Is that enough?
Barely.
Okay. It will take 2 points of fire damage, but it somehow just kind of rolls over on its side to avoid half of it. It's kind of flopping some clouds up.
And that is all Bryndrag will do for now.
All right, that
Or
will
Bryndrag and
Bryn Dragon. That will take us to the Star Angler on the north. It's going to take a few bites out of crime. Let's see who's going to attack more, though. It's going to be 2 attacks against the Dread and 1 against the Dragon. It's just biting on down. Against Dread, got a 21 and a 28 to hit.
Yep.
Against the Dragon, not at advantage, got a 23 to hit.
That hits.
As the Dread, the first bite does 13 points of piercing damage as you reduce that to 6. The second bite does 38 points of piercing damage because it was a crit.
Wow.
As you take 19 points of piercing damage. And the Dragon will take 16 piercing damage. It's also going to dangle its eye around, or its little bobble light. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I think one of the teeth went through like between where the ulnar and radial bones. It's like he was trying to bite my hand off. Like my dream, guys.
Yep. As I need Zom to give me a wisdom saving throw. At advantage. Too bad it wasn't disadvantage. With a 22, it's a glistening bobble light, which will take us to Dude.
Well, is that an attack?
He goes later. I accidentally did his attacks last time. Too soon.
Oh,
The first guy was up here. Second guy's down here.
all right. All right. I'm gonna float up over by this guy's glowing thing.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna treat it like a speed bag here. I'm
Just
just gonna
punching it right in the one nut it has. And its angler. What is that thing called?
21 hit it.
The 21 absolutely hits it.
All right. Gotcha. For 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
So we'll take 12 bludgeoning damage as it just kind of flickers in front of you.
Stunning strike.
Stunning strike. Well, shiver me timbers. Got an 18.
That passes.
But next attack is still at advantage.
Yeah. I'll take advantage of that and make my second attack.
Alrighty.
A 17.
Hey, good thing for that. 17 hits.
Alright.
It takes 13.
13.
You just
And,
punching into it.
Spend one more focus point to patient defense.
Okay. As you just kind of get ready to do some cool spinny moves in this floating atmosphere, lack of atmosphere. Which will take us to the Dread, who just got bit the shit out of.
I believe it's called a lure on the end of the rod. So I'm going to try to chop it off.
Okay, trying to chop off its lure.
There we go.
Yes.
And I'm going to obviously use my sneak attack damage on this one.
Yeah.
And I'm going to throw in a superiority die for my... Let's do a pushing attack.
Okay.
Yeah, reckless sneak attack. That's a good combo.
Yep,
That's kind of the whole point of it, yeah.
that's exactly why I did that.
The only downside is you have to use
Finesse
a
weapons
finesse
and stuff.
weapon. You don't have to be doing finesse with it, but it has to be a finesse weapon or thrown or ranged.
All right.
It's called an Eska. Yeah, for 29 points of damage. Yeah, I'll say you chop off its Eska. And it's a tripping attack?
It was a pushing attack.
Pushing attack. Is there any save on that?
It would be a save. I believe my DC is
Got an 11, so it's pushed.
16.
Is it 10 feet away?
15.
15 feet away, yeah. It's pushed away. Anything else for Jeffrey?
Ooh. I mean, I've got, basically 2 more attacks.
Yep.
So I'm going to chase after it.
Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to move everyone over a little bit.
Yeah.
I lost the Dread. Where'd you go?
Lost in the astral.
Where did I go?
We'll make a new character.
Oh, you went off screen like 50 feet.
Shit.
You're good. It's because I was doing it while you were moving. Yeah, it is pushed back.
Okay. Push back. Let's do a second attack. Ooh.
13 will unfortunately miss. But you got the dagger for free.
I will do a free dagger.
On fire.
Yeah. I would like the ability to organize this how I want
Yeah.
the attack menu,
Yeah.
so I can just be like, these are the ones I'm going to use together.
Yeah.
And there's my offhand. Oh man.
Yeah. Offhand crit.
Well, I don't get sneak attack. I don't need superiority. It's still going to be good, but
2d4 plus like 2. Because rage adds on to that. So
Yep.
that's good. So we'll do 9 points of fire damage. As this thing, you just stab into its tongue as it's trying to bite you. Singeing of its wet.
it's like, you don't
Wow.
know me, but I'm the Dread, and I'm going to fuck you up. And then I'm going to second wind.
Okay. Did you get 8 healing? That will take us to the Southern Angler. It's gonna dangle its little thing in front of Dude. Dude, give me a wisdom save.
With advantage.
With advantage.
13.
13. Just succeeds.
Yeah.
This thing will bite out at you.
Thanks for the
Keep-
advantage.
Cat hasn't heard it yet. so it's going to keep bite. It's going to just bite on the thing that attacked it. So disadvantage. 3 bites coming your way, dude. Getting a 12, a 20, and a 12 to hit.
20's gonna hit.
As you take 12 points of piercing damage.
I will deflect attack.
Okay.
Take none.
Which will take us to
Can I
Nero.
redirect it to itself? Can I make it clamp
No,
down
it cannot.
on it?
It cannot
I'm-
bite
I'm-
itself.
I'm up by its esker. What is it called?
I mean, if you
Estra.
spend a
I'm a-
focus
I
point,
like put its eska in its mouth, have it bite down on its mouth on its eska.
Sure, you can have it try to bite its own Eska.
All right. That is a dex save.
As you spend a focus point, it got a 12.
That is a fail. Takes 13 points of damage.
It will take 13 points of damage as it bites onto its own Eska as you kind of punch its little lure back down into its mouth. It chomps down and quickly retracts as you can see blood trickling down it.
I'll try it again. Bite me again.
That will take us to Nero.
We're gonna throw. Am I muted? No. Okay. We're gonna shoot an arrow at it. First arrow. A 14.
14 just misses.
Alright. Then we're gonna have the little kitty cat attack. The first attack. Definitely gonna
11's
miss.
going to be a miss.
He's gonna attack a second time. Miss it.
10 is also a miss.
And I'm gonna try to use one of my extra attack for him. Is he gonna get something? 15.
15 just hits. Does he get your hunter's mark yet?
Yes.
Okay, so roll an extra d6.
Only the first hit.
Gotcha.
So extra d6 for 13.
All right.
Force damage.
We'll take 13 points of force damage. Anything else for Nero?
Nope. That's all we're gonna do.
That will take us to Zam.
Well, sorry, Nero, but I gotta move up.
You're good.
One moment. And let's just cantrip somebody.
I already got advantage on being charmed, so I think
That
they
is
need
true.
more than I do.
That is true. Well, let's just focus on. Jeff's probably almost done with this one. I will toll the dead on the north angle or fish.
Okay, tolling the dead. Wisdom save. Got a big 9 as the bell tolls and it just kind of starts drooling blood for 24 points of damage. This thing is just kind of just floating around. It's still up, but just barely. That's gnarly.
Mhm.
Cantrips at level 12, folks.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a damaging bonus action. I can't try to finish it off. So I'm good. No
All
bonus
right.
action.
That will take us to Bryn.
all right. Brendrag will pull out his spell focus, which will float above his hand. Crackle of lightning will encircle it and launch out from it towards the one to the south. Cast Sorcerer's Burst.
Okay.
Lightning. Hold on. Oh, there we go.
Its Eskra might act as some sort of lightning rod.
Getting a
Hopefully.
nat 1,
As
and
it-
it just completely, like, goes in a completely wrong direction.
As you would see, kind of this little floating particle of some sort of, we'll say a floating copper something meteorite whizzes by as your electricity just kind of crackles onto it instead. You know, we're
Brendrag
gonna
will
say
mumble under.
a literal lightning rod kind of floats by in the astral sea. Why not?
He'll frown at it and his eyes will narrow. Then the dragon
Yeah.
will loop back over here and do some multi-attack on it.
Yeah, as this thing is kind of rolling around. Where is over here?
Getting an 18.
An 18 will hit. Is that the north one that you're flying towards?
Yes. I moved right next to it. Right north of Dread.
Yep. 18 does hit.
12 points of piercing damage.
As it takes 12 points of piercing damage, as it just rends into its side. This thing spinning around and just blood kind of just trailing and starts to drip down below as it is no more.
And then now its astral sea movement would be less than its fly, so can it still
use its regular
fly?
fly if it's better, yeah.
It moved. Okay. Oh yeah, it can get over there. And it'll squeeze its wings together and do a dart maneuver and zoom down here.
Absolutely.
Can it complete its multi-attack on another target?
I would say so. I mean, it's just like an extra attack. Why not, right?
Okay, yeah. So it'll swipe out at this one.
All right. Swiping out, extending its claw or its neck.
Bring a
14 is going to
14.
miss. And this thing
And then
just
it'll,
kind of in a flurry after biting its own little dangler.
And it'll puff some fire on it.
Puffing fire on it. Actually, I forgot about one thing that these guys have. It got a 7. It still manages to kind of evade quickly like a fish darting around, so it will still take only half damage. Because they have evasion.
Oh, the fishy thing.
Mm-hmm. They'll take
Big
3
3
points of
points.
fire damage. Every point counts. Anything else for Bryn and the dragon?
That's it.
We gotta find this dragon a name. Does it have one?
I don't know. I'll have to think about that.
Alright, that will take us to Dude. Well, you gotta spend an hour with it, so. Dude?
Actually, 2. I spent a point.
Okay.
I'm still thinking about one for my companion too.
Well, you've got 3 companions.
Well, it's one spirit.
Well, I don't know. It could be 3 different ones.
Oh,
Dude, what are you up to?
I'm going to grab on to the Eska, and I'm going to swing up behind its head, and I'm going to start punching him in the back of the head.
Alright, just kind of swinging onto it. Punching onto the back of its head.
I don't think I have advantage. 29.
You do not, but a 29 will hit.
Or 11 points of bludgeoning
It will
damage.
take 11 points. You just kind of whack onto the back of its head, and it's kind of clamping its mouth shut.
I'll whack him again.
Whack him again. Being a
Natural
nat 1,
one.
as it clamps its mouth shut, it just kind of rears its mouth back up, kind of flipping you off of it for a moment.
Alright, and then I will spend another focus. I didn't want to spend another one, but I'll spend another focus point patient events.
I mean, you don't gotta. Do whatever you want, man. Is that temporary hit points, or is that actual healing?
No, it's temporary.
Nice. That will take us to the Dread. Can the Dread make it there?
I cannot. I only have 40 feet.
Dread's too stupid to fly fast in the astral.
Yeah, but I mean, my regular speed is 40 anyway, so.
Well, that
Yeah,
works
I'm
out.
I'm the same
Yeah.
speed too.
Then I'm going to throw my flaming dagger at this
Throwing that flaming dagger.
fuckwit. Let's
Oh,
do.
Dagger thrown.
Still doing reckless.
Okay. Still hitting. For 7 points of damage.
Fire! And then
That's-
I'm going to.
That's minimum damage too. That's not bad.
Sneak attack
Yeah.
should apply, right?
It could
It-
if you want.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Thanks for reminding me.
Add,
that was gonna
add a
be my-
d6.
And 1d6.
10 points of damage. As the flaming dagger is still burning into the side of it.
And I'm going to give up my other attack for using a commander strike. Telling, dude, kick him again.
Yeah.
And, let's see.
You get plus a d.
But you have to give up your reaction. Do that just so you know.
Yeah.
And it is D8.
2 damage.
The damage adds a 1d8 to the damage.
That's fine. This is better.
All right.
13 to hit.
13 misses.
Man.
Yeah, I'll use my reaction and make it a 23.
Making it a 23 to hit. As a
23 hit.
spark of holy inspiration hits you, and you just kind of push a little further with giving it an elbow into its side or something. Yeah, roll some damage and add a d8.
That's
Nice.
max damage.
Max damage. Let's see if that
So
8's max
far.
too. That is maximum
Max
damage for
damage.
24 points of
Nice.
damage with a reaction. As you just throw an elbow into the side of this thing, and it starts spinning around again, as it was kind of spinning a little bit before, avoiding the dragon's breath, but it's spinning. Anything else for the dread?
I'm going to bonus action, speedy recovery, and use a hit die
All
to
right.
regain some
Your hit
health.
die is maximized because you're within 30 feet of me.
Yep, you get max healing.
All right, so that'll be 12, right? For
If
for
you're using a
Barb.
barbarian hit dice, just
Yep.
gotta remember that.
Plus your constitution.
Plus your con.
which is 3, so 15. Nice.
That will take us to the angler. As it's spinning around, it just kind of carries around and tries to go up and try to gulp onto the dude. It's going to do 2 bites against you. At disadvantage, luckily. Getting a 17 with his first attack.
Meets beats, yeah.
A 24 with its second attack.
Yeah.
As you take 16 from the first and 9 from the second. As you avoided a critical hit with that second one. And the third bite will go towards the kitty cat, the flying cat. Getting a 26 to hit the cat.
Definitely hits.
As the cat takes 16 points of piercing damage, just biting down. And it's going to dangle its light around as best it can. It's going to... Dude, give me another wisdom save.
At advantage.
At advantage.
Again, thank you for the
Ooh.
advantage. 19.
If that's not worth a third level slot, I don't know what is. That will end its turn, taking us to Narrow. This thing's looking pretty fucked up.
We're gonna get closer. So we're gonna go just right there. And we're gonna throw an arrow at the big thing.
You're throwing an arrow?
Well, notching an arrow with a bow.
Well, I just want to make sure I heard you right. 11, I think you threw the arrow.
Yeah, he definitely threw the arrow in.
I'm gonna say the
With that one.
astral sea is kind of throwing a kink in the way your bow works, because you use your whole body with that kind of stuff. You have to get the stance right, and it's flying isn't right. Humans weren't meant to fly, or elves.
27.
27 will absolutely has you kind of take that like spinning momentum and launch an arrow into it.
For 9.
9 points of damage.
Again,
As you
kitty.
get it right in its little, what do we call it? Sestra? What was it called? Eska. Eska.
So now, the first attack of the kitty. 18.
18 will hit. See if it does it right.
It does. So 13 for this first attack.
So it's
Of the-
one thing I didn't add was the to hit should be plus 5 more. But for 13 points of damage, how's the cat end this thing's existence?
Cat would grab into the Eska, grab it, and bite it down as he literally pulls it down into his mouth and starts just to open up his lower jaw.
It just opens and just rip it open. It spills forth blood and guts as it just starts dripping down. Also falling. It applies to this as well. As it dies.
I'm gonna go grab my knife.
As it does start to fall, you quickly fly after your knife. Give me an intelligence check, Dread, to
Oh,
see
please
if
no, please no.
to see if you can fly after your knife.
I can't.
I'll do it if you can't. Like I'll help him.
Let's see if you can do it first. I want to know.
Why isn't it letting me click? And my character sheet's not working right this second. That's not letting
Roll
me
a
click
D20.
There we go.
There it is.
With a 9. Yeah, you try and chase after your dagger as this thing falls 500 feet around. As
None of us can catch that.
well, here's the thing. All of you can. As it Dread, there's this moment of panic, like, no, want to get towards the dagger as it's falling downward. I'm good. What is anyone above a 10 intelligence?
Brendrag is. He's a 12.
I am a 10 intelligence.
Yeah, I have a 10 intelligence.
I would say, Brindreg, it would dawn upon you that you guys can just fall too and catch up with it.
Oh,
As
okay.
everyone falls. And you can catch up with it and pull the dagger out. I just wanted to give you that moment of panic.
Yeah.
Like, no,
Brendrag-
not my new knife.
Right.
Brendrag will definitely crawl on the dragon's back while he does that.
No, Jeff, I need you to come here quickly.
What knife?
The dude can catch the knife.
Yeah.
Well, what do you need?
I'm going to give you, let's see, 16, 32, 36 hit points.
No, before the spell ends, yeah.
Nah, I'll get the knife.
32.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
As dude flies down and pulls out this burning dagger.
I'll back up.
I would say as you're falling down, you can easily see this mass ahead.
So is that where we're headed?
That is where you guys were headed.
It's like it.
Let's try to avoid any more dangling lights.
They were pretty.
Or maybe, did you cut one off?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Can I grab that?
It would have fallen. But,
Mm,
and you had your hands full at the time.
yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe you'll find
I mean,
it
it's
later.
it's somewhere on the big gravitational pull creature thing.
Well, it's faster to fall than fly, so we just want to
Yeah.
fall and then start flying once we get close.
Yes.
Yeah, I suppose.
I start falling.
The dragon will shrug, start falling.
As you start free
Cannonball.
falling down and down, you start to see this thing come into view. This mass. This stone. As you get closer, it looks more and more like hardened flesh. And you can even see massive bones, like a rib cage sticking out of part of it. And what's more, there's a ship wrecked and torn apart into 3 distinct parts on this mass of land. You can see the stern, you can see the front of the deck, which in the rib cage you can see massive crystallized heart sticking out. As you're falling down, clouds start to part. I'm gonna bring you to a new map. This is a very, very large map. Not
I
the
think
largest.
that's what killed him. The crystal.
As there is this... There's also the wrong beast there, but you can drag your other beast on here, Nero. As you guys start floating down, seeing this space in front of you.
Hmm.
Unsure of
unfortunately.
exactly where to go here. Where to fly exactly to. That is where we're gonna end tonight. As you can see,
So is this the butt, or is this the butt?
these are the hips.
Yeah, the heart is close to where the heart would be.
Yeah, these are the hips here. So
Oh, okay. I see now.
And we're by the
you would
butt.
see like a tree growing on what looks to be a small
We're in the lumbar.
boat that also crashed onto a boat. Well, there's actually 2 boats here. One of them's a boat, one's a ship. Yeah, as you
Virgin
guys,
Lake boats.
it is a mile away. But as you're falling, it doesn't take that long to travel a mile.
There's no such thing as time in the astral sea.
Well, it's relative. But yes. But yeah, as you have found this space here,
Welcome to Havoc.
as this is what remains of Havoc. Not quite like how you saw in your visions, but definitely something to see in its own right. It still looks flesh-like, but as you get closer, you can definitely tell it's petrified, craggy. I'll show you some little art Why not?
Ooh.
As it's
What's the
almost
ship?
like it's grown into the ship.
That's the heart.
The crystal up at the top there, yeah.
No, the art that you just showed us. Looks like a whirlwind. That's the heart, though.
The glowing part at the top is where the heart is. You can see like that's the forward part of the ship. The forecastle is up there. And then the aft castle would be where this is viewed from. So you guys can approach from whatever direction, however you want to approach this thing.
So I'm assuming that these squares are more like 20-foot squares.
Nope,
They're not. They're not 5 foot.
they are 5 foot.
They are.
Mm-hmm. So where you guys are is actual. That's why this map is so big, because it's, you know, not quite as big as Zom imagined in his mind brain. It's about 400 feet.
His mind brain.
But yeah, we are going to go ahead and end there tonight, folks. So thank you for watching. And we'll see how this goes on the body of, well, the remains of the body of Havoc and this crashed vessels. But we'll find out next week, and we'll see you next time. Night, Internet.
Good night.
Internet.